What's going on, guys? So this is going to wrap up the three-part series that we are doing out here in Indiana at the folks over at Wildwood and Salem with their new Veranda series travel trailers and destination style trailers. Today we're going to be showcasing the Salem Cruise Light. This is going to be the lightest of the three. This is a travel trailer, and this is something that you can tow around as a weekend warrior, as someone who makes normal RV trips, but you wouldn't want to do it with something like this. Now, we've already done a video on this huge beast. You have to go and check it out, and you have to go and check out the video we did on this one. These all have an extendable, electric extending rear back patio area that extends beyond that traditional length that you've seen on a lot of RVs, and all three of these have that. But they all have a bunch of hidden nuggets that are absolutely amazing. You know, when you buy a new vehicle and you go through the settings or you start digging around and you have all these features you never knew you had? Well, these are kind of the same way. They have integrated so many cool pieces of technology, ergonomics, and innovation into them that you just have to go and watch the videos to see all of it. This one especially. They've done so many cool things with this unit. Now, this Veranda right here by Salem is absolutely cool as well because they've done some very innovative things, and we're about to go over this one today. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so like I mentioned, all of these have this really cool power extending rear back deck, patio, whatever you want to call it, veranda. And it extends 40 inches past the traditional back deck that some of these RVs have that you've seen around in other videos. Now, some of these have a deck that's only about that long, including some of the very first mini lofts that I did. And then you saw RVs that had a much longer back deck, like this one, before they added this. So this right here, again, is a 40-inch flush floor slide-out extension, electronic, that folds out or slides out and then drops down and sits flush with the rest of it. This is super, super cool because it gives you 9.5 feet of back deck space by roughly 8 feet wide. That is absolutely awesome. The steps going up to the back are steel fold-out steps with a really cool brace underneath them to keep them from bouncing around. And then you also have your flip-out steps off of the front. But we're going to go in from the back of this unit, which I think is the cooler way to definitely view it. We're going to open up this independent door back here. You can see they have this really cool lighting. They call this their blade lighting. They also have it on the side of the RV and underneath the awnings on pretty much all of these. And the blade lighting is called that because there aren't individual LEDs that you can see. It's just one continuous strip of even lighting. And I really like that. It looks a lot more modern, contemporary, and it just really gives you a great amount of light. All right, so now we're in the back veranda area, or this extended area. You can see how the floor is completely flush when it's out. When it comes in, it lifts up and slides in, just like a flush floor system on an RV. This is a rack and pinion or through frame slide mechanism off of the back, exclusive to them. And right here is a feature that you may or may not be able to see. Now, some of you are probably thinking of the JBL speakers that are up here, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these. These are actually misting nozzles, and there's 6 of them that spray a mist down on you if you're in an area that's super dry or super hot and you want to cool yourself down. Now, you might ask, this flooring system, is it going to rot because of the water that hits it? And that's a big no, because this is a composite floor system. It's the same type of material that you would see on high-end decks and docks that are made out of a composite material versus like pressure-treated lumber or standard wood that's been protected. So that is really, really cool. This stuff is never going to rot, according to them. Now, you also have a beautiful standard outside kitchen that comes with this awesome gray stone griddle with a really nice cover. It has a sink, because you know me, if there's not a sink, it's not a kitchen. So that's really nice. It has an outside Everchill refrigerator, and it's a good size refrigerator. It's not one of those super compact refrigerators, so this is also really nice. And it has your space for a trash can here, and that valve right there is what turns on these misters. So if I flip the valve, you may not be able to see it, but they are on. And it is sending out a mist, which again, you may or may not be able to see. And you just turn that off with this valve right here. Tell me that's not absolutely cool. All right, as we step inside, check this out. I'll pan around so you can see what's going on here inside of this RV. I love the fact that they're putting whisper quiet air conditioning systems in here as well. And they also use the RV airflow system to duct the air directly into the vents. A lot of people add that aftermarket, and it's pretty dang expensive. It's like over $150 per AC that you want to put it on. And they put it in here standard. You have a 60-inch Furrion panoramic fireplace with a nice glass edge across the top. And then you have your smart TV back here, plus a really cool custom fabricated shelf. So they work with their own metal fabrication shop that creates this stuff as they need it, which is super cool because they can come up with their own designs without being limited by what some distributor may have. I love the LED lit up batten strips that are across the top here. A lot of really modern, even lighting. It really illuminates the inside. And I love the fact that they're using this bamboo wallboard because it truly breaks up that traditional white look that you see, like this material, and it gives you a really customized look. I think anybody walking in here would be oohed by just the way everything looks. I love how they radius this section right here. They radius this section right here. They backlight all of it as well. They backlight the slides. They radius this, backlight it. And they give you really nice blackout bamboo style shades with some curtain ends to decorate it instead of those traditional boxed off valances. You have a really nice sectional set right here as well with storage underneath and bins to be able to store things inside of. So you don't have to worry about getting your own bins because they're included. This will also turn into a bed. You have a huge window right here. And then check this out. So this is a pantry, but it's not the traditional pantry. This is a pull-out pantry. I mean, when did you ever think that you would get this type of pantry on a relatively low-cost travel trailer? I mean, seriously, that is awesome. I would love this pantry in our home, to be honest. 12-volt Furrion refrigerator and freezer. I love how they radius it one way here and radius it the other way over there as well. It's really, really nice how they've done that. Again, whisper quiet Coleman Mach air conditioning systems. We're pretty much right under it, and it's very, very quiet. You have a beautiful kitchen area with actual solid surface materials. And this is a stick and tin unit, so keep that in mind. From the outside of this unit, this is not a fiberglass unit. Did you think you would have something that's this beautiful, this functional from a stick and tin unit? And the answer is there's a lot of perks to stick and tin units. And if you've watched my channels featuring them, you'll understand that in many ways they're stronger, more structural, more serviceable and repairable than fiberglass. You just have to, of course, make sure you don't get water into your sidewalls and you take care of them. But check this out. So you have these two bar stools here, and you might say that's not much room to actually sit and eat. But this actually pulls out and turns into an area that seats two people far more comfortably. That is really nice. You have your 3-burner cooktop and oven from Furrion. And you might ask, where's the microwave? Well, the microwave is actually hidden behind here, which is on strut arms. Isn't that cool? I mean, they didn't need to do that, right? They could have just put a microwave in a cabinet like everyone else, but they're spending the money to add more content to a unit that some folks may, normally think would never have that type of content. And I think it's an absolutely fantastic execution. I love how they've trimmed off the bottom and the cabinets just look so much more integrated into everything. Nice bamboo finish to it instead of your typical browns and grays. Again, I love the solid surface countertop. Great spot for a coffee maker would probably be right here. Undermount sink. It is a plastic sink. Nice stainless steel strainer. Plus you have this extendable sprayer head right there if you need it. You have your trash can here, but here's another nugget. You also have access to it right here. Isn't that cool? Nice decorative backsplash over here. You have your thermostat right here. This unit only has one air conditioning unit inside of it. You have your sink. It's an overmount. This is thermofoil material. Plastic sink basin. I love the mirror, how it's radiused with this nice backlit feature to it. It would have been cool if they continued the bamboo look, I think, behind here as well. Give me your opinion on that. You have your power outlet here. Have a really cool area to put your towels. You have some storage under the sink. Lots of room here too on this countertop space. Plastic foot flush toilet. Nice radius bar here to give you more space inside of the 2-piece shower. And that closes up too if you want some privacy, or if maybe somebody's walking through here. Again, another radiused entry into the bedroom area. This door slides on that roller. Very, very nice looking. And boy, it blocks a lot of sound out when you close that door. You can probably tell. You have a TV backer right here. Huge window. Then you have some wardrobe space over here. You have your nightstand with power over there. You have another nightstand over here. This is a king-size bed on a Versatilt electronic tilting mechanism. So you can tilt it up so you can watch TV better or sit up and read a book. Another window right here, and you have a second entry-exit door for the bedroom, which I think is really, really nice. Nice ceiling heights in here. You could probably be upwards of 6'5" and comfortably walk around. But what do you guys think? Is this not a really cool travel trailer floor plan? Especially because it's a real travel trailer. It's not a destination unit. You can take this out, you know, on the weekends. You can take this out, tow this around, and have this absolutely amazing rear veranda, patio, porch, whatever you want to call it, back deck. And it is really cool to know that it's 9.5 feet long, and you can truly use this as an outside kitchen. That is just awesome. It's a genuine outside kitchen. If you have little kiddos, if you have pets, things like that, you can keep them in an elevated, protected area with plenty of lighting. You got your tunes out here as well, and it's just a great place to be, especially if you want to use those misters on a hot, dry day and you want to get some moisture on you. Anyways, I would love to know your thoughts. Please leave a comment below. What do you think of this unit? Do you love what they're doing? Do you hate what they're doing? What's your honest feedback? And is this something you could see yourself getting into? Anyways, guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, drop a comment below, and we'll talk to you again very, very soon. I did forget there is an on-demand water heating system in here as well.